Hey everyone, happy Friday. You're listening to Weekly Weather Brief, your short form weather podcast, catching you up on activities of the week in the weather, climate, and science space that caught our attention, our being me and my co-host. I'm meteorologist Kerrin Jeromin, alongside...
Hello, I'm meteorologist Emily Gracey. Good to be back in the United States of America and in my own space here, and back seeing you, Kerrin. How's it going?
Yes, welcome back to the USA, the US of A. It's good, it's good. It's been a busy week, mentally, physically, emotionally. But I'm here and I'm happy. How about yourself?
Is it harder now that you're 40? Is that what it is?
Sticking it. Okay. Yep. I see how this is going to go.
How was your birthday? Was it good?
It was great. It was wonderful.
Good.
Spent it with friends and family, and that's all anyone can ask for. So very grateful for that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So what happened this week? I'm kind of still getting back in the groove of things. What caught your eye in the weather world this week?
So many things. I was playing a little catch up myself, again, because of busyness. And I think the top spot, of course, would be Hurricane Lala and the impacts to Hawaii. It didn't make a direct landfall, but boy, does it cause impacts, right? Don't need a landfall to cause impacts. That's the key message of that one.
For sure. And I mean, you nailed it last week. We were talking about this and you were talking about your concerns that we're going to see the rainfall, the heavy rainfall that's going to cause mudslides. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
They're still dealing with some of the aftermath here. This is pretty recent.
Yeah, I hate to see it. So Lala, again, it brushed by the south side of the Big Island especially, but the entire island chain was affected. Things that I saw that stood out, 2 to 3 feet of rain on the Big Island in particular. And again, it was like that orographic effect or the topography that really squeezed out everything. It was especially on the windward side or the eastern side, as Hawaii is, and the mountainous areas that caught the brunt of the heaviest rain, and that just washed out so much infrastructure. I'm sure everyone has seen videos at this point and visuals, and I hope you are keeping them in your thoughts. And you know, they're gonna have a lot of recovery ahead of them in Hawaii, not just from flooding, but wind damage too. There were some pretty significant gusts along the island, Emily, too, that caused power outages, trees down, the whole shebang that comes with hurricanes.
Yep. And Hurricane Center got to use one of their new products, their storm surge modeling that they have now on Hawaii. So that was the first time really that was used this year or ever.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And they might get another chance here coming up in the next several days. Another depression out there that likely could become a hurricane. This one looks to pass south, but still, when we're talking about a place that has gotten feet of rain, they don't need any more rain. And we're talking there's more rainfall in the forecast, especially for the Big Island.
Yeah, that's not good for recovery efforts. It doesn't take much, right? You don't need another foot or two of rain. You need like a couple inches could be enough because the ground is wet, the ground is saturated. So again, definitely keeping an eye on Hawaii and hoping that storm stays farther south. That one wouldn't be, I think, until Sunday, Monday-ish time frame. But again, too close for comfort. Still a lot of folks, as of the recording time, I checked, and there were still some 14,000 customers without power on the Big Island. So, how are they getting the information? I hope they have ways to get their alerts without power and such at this point, if it does become an issue.
Yeah, I mean, we've got wireless alerts that come in on the phone, but if you had no place to charge your phone, that becomes a concern. So We'll keep an eye out for what could be Moki by early next week.
Okay. Yes. Hopefully nothing, though.
Hopefully nothing. Also, speaking of nothing, the Atlantic has been very quiet this year, but we're just now getting into the peak of the season. 2/3 of tropical activity typically occurs between August 20th and October 10th. So that's now, Kerrin. And there's a couple of things the models are hinting at for next week, but I'm not going to jump the gun on that.
Yeah, I know. I feel like this time of year, like late August, early September, names start to come to mind for big, Atlantic hurricanes, like notable ones of the past. There's a lot of anniversaries that come up, but, thankfully there's nothing at present that really threatens. So can't let your guard down, but we hope to scoot by without anything significant as we go into peak hurricane season this year.
Yep, for sure. All right, so that's the tropics. What else did you see this week that caught your eye?
I mean, there were some significant flood events that I don't think we want to ignore. There have been several flood events over the past several weeks, and it's kind of just like, oh man, there's another one. So it's really kind of hard to keep track of how much rain fell or exactly where. But I did see this week, there was a state of emergency declared in West Virginia for all 55 counties. In fact, just because of multiple rounds of slow-moving thunderstorms and significant flooding across the state. And that follows another event that happened in July, I believe, another state of emergency issued then. So that was something I saw, but not just West Virginia, also central Indiana dealt with a significant round of flooding again this week, again, multiple times over. So, and who knows, maybe the Northeast. There's parts of New York City dealing with flooding as well. There's just a lot of heavy, torrential rainfall.
Juicy atmosphere, Kerrin.
I know. That's one way to put it. Yeah. It's like this late summer squeeze that comes out, like all the moisture in the air. It's got to go somewhere.
Picturing like the clouds going like this and just squeezing out all of the moisture. And I feel like the humidity, the heat, the moisture, like summer needs to be over.
Summer's last burst. Like the Southeast is still dealing with extreme heat too right now,
it's
right?
It's ridiculous. And the kids are back in school now, which makes it even harder because they're dealing with non-air conditioned buses. I mean, some of them are, but the air conditioning systems are not great. They can't go outside for recess. It's been, I think the forecast every day this week in Charleston has been right about 100 degrees with the heat index more like 115.
Brutal.
It's one of those where like my daughter's bus stop is 2 blocks away and I am driving to go pick her up from the bus stop. We can't walk in this. It's not safe. It's ridiculous. And you were saying Miami hit 100 too.
Oh, yeah, that was just a little nugget of information that got a lot of attention this week. Miami hit 100 degrees for only the second time on record, but tied an all-time high temperature. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's Miami, it's hot, but it's hard for Miami to hit 100. Yeah, exactly. Because of the water surrounding it, it makes it hard to really get that high for an actual air temperature. So, it caught attention, but it's just one representative of an entire swath of real estate under extreme heat. It's just like extreme everywhere is what it feels like to me this week.
I know. If you look at the map on weather.gov that shows the alerts, there's the oranges and the pinks, and the oranges are like these excessive heat watches, and then the warnings are bright pink, and there's a lot of them, and they spread from the southeast all the way over to like the southwest, Southern California, Four Corners. So yeah, everybody's dealing with the heat. Hopefully we'll get a pattern change in the next 2 weeks. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we go into September.
I don't think there's any big break of this. Yeah,
I know.
I mean, we kind of like alluded to this before the show, but these extremes, there might be a linkage, there might be some influence of El Nino, just kind of like the added heat in the world. And it's definitely climate change, right? Like exacerbating these intense events that become extreme, right? Like heavier rainfall from climate change, more intense heat waves from climate change. So we can't ignore that fact, but yeah. It's just like, man.
It's hard for anyone to ignore it when everybody is having to deal with it at this point. So
Right. It's not a thing of the future. It is now, right? Climate change is exacerbating weather now, not later. And I don't know. I want to see action. I want to see motivation to keep it, keep the conversation going and make sure that we're still investing in resilience and mitigation measures everywhere, because these events are not going anywhere anytime soon. So that's my wish and takeaway of the show today is like, find out what's going on in your local area and get involved however you can, if that's your cup of tea, or just do it anyway.
I love it. Can I share some good news?
Yes, please. Always love that.
Okay. The American Meteorological Society, which we're both members of, very involved in, they have elections every year for their president. And I was looking at their website for the 2027 president-elect candidates. The 2 candidates are both women. Kerrin, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Our 2028 president is going to be a woman unless there's some major write-in situation. But yeah, huge shout out to the 2 women that are running for AMS president. I know one of them, Melissa Burt. She's fantastic. We love her. And then Sue Ellen Haupt, who we're also excited to see on the ballot.
That's awesome.
But this is great. Read their bios. They have their information there. And the election opens September 8th. So go vote, AMS members.
Go vote in multiple ways. Yes, that's great. That's really, really exciting to see 2 women and 2 incredible women at that. Yeah, read their bios because it's quite impressive, and they will no doubt lead the charge well, whoever takes it.
Awesome. Kerrin, do you have anything else? We've hit our 10-minute mark.
No, just have a great weekend. And to our listeners, we appreciate you sticking with us. Let us know what you think of the show. Write us.
We read all of your comments, so drop them in the comments. Any questions, concerns, even just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you subscribe on all 3. We want that support. We need that support. So please. Do. Bye-bye.
Bye.